December, I don't my call. This is the moment you're meant to know.
Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? How are you? How are you? Well, I hope everything with you is copacetic. Well, with no further ado, we're going to get into it. I had one of our followers, one of our people that's been with us from the very beginning.
Yes.
And he or she wants to know, what was those 3 questions that they wanted to know about Jay-Z?
Yes. Was the casino meant to be a legitimate business?
Right. So he wants to know, was the casino meant to be a legitimate business?
Mm-hmm.
Second question.
How deep is Beyonce's involvement?
How deep was the Beyonce involved in all of this?
Mm-hmm.
And last,
is this rejection the end or the beginning of something bigger?
I condensed the question. So at the end of the day, he wanted to know, or she wanted to know, was this the end, or was it like
the end of Jesus?
Even though he got rejected,
Mm-hmm.
is this the beginning of something bigger?
Right.
Right there, I can answer this from the bottom. I don't think so. Because if you was rejected, then all your power players.
Yeah.
And I think it was 2 to 4 or something like that.
2 to 4?
Like, I think it was either 1 to 4, 2 to 4. It was like 2 people voted his way and 4 people. So the vote was unanimous.
Got you.
But before I go on, I'm just so glad for me that it was not accepted. I lived in New York. I lived in Manhattan, and they don't need anything down there. What they need to do, if he really care about the people, why don't he build something for the homeless?
Yes.
Get the homeless off the street. Do something for your people, really something big. That doesn't have anything to do with your pockets getting fat. So that's my opinion on it. However, I'm limited to my knowledge, but nevertheless, I am glad that it's a no. New York don't need it. Especially the trying times we have. I mean, sensitive, so dead.
Yes.
I mean, look at where we at. Look at eggs, for God. Look at all this. Look at all this. And you say you're dealing with the people? How?
Mm-hmm.
That's just going to make prices go up, and meaning more people that don't have the gamble, who you think going to be coming there? Look at the condition of New York.
Yes.
And you're going to put it right down in the smack of Manhattan or somewhere in the Mecca area?
Disaster.
Look at the parking and all of that.
Oh.
I'm just not feeling it, so I'm glad it was a no. But there it was, him trying to grease his pockets. And not only that, I have an issue.
Okay.
Everything I said is just my opinion. The thing that gets me is you want all this big stuff, but you moving out the country. You don't want to support here, but you have I believe it is a $10 million mansion built in somewhere in England. You don't live here, but you want to build and make money here. Yeah. I'm sick of you. I'm glad. And I hope that that's what they do. If you build here, then you live here, unless you are a mega company from China somewhere.
Yes.
But if you are from the United States and you're going to put a building here or something, you ought to be here.
Yes.
I'm not saying we can't do it to foreigners. So I'm only talking about. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's unfair. It's like taking our American money to another country.
Right. It's different. See, if they coming for China, we're taking their money, but you're going to take our money, build something monumental, and put it in another country and pay whatever taxes you have to pay. I just don't think that's supportive of our country.
No, it's not.
That's just my opinion.
Money for yourself.
So anyway, last. Let's see. Jay-Z. What will it be? Last one. What will it be, Jay-Z? Here we go. Let's go. What is it will be? You know the answers that lie before thee.
I like that.
Speak your truth. Thank you, God. Here we go. First question. Let's see. Let's just get Jay-Z. And let's see mentally, how is Jay-Z dealing with
Okay. The word.
dealing with the rejection?
Okay. Oh. Interesting.
Thinking about another adventure, like feeling away, but thinking about moving on, or I guess trying to figure out another adventure. Maybe trying to figure another way to go in again.
Okay.
Maybe trying to figure out a way to persuade them to change their mind. Whatever. But on to another, it ain't over in his mind.
Gotcha.
That's over, but the idea of doing something monumental is not over. Why don't you build a casino in England?
Yes. See how they take that.
Okay, so we get here, we see the 2. We definitely see that he is a 2 and he's leaning on the lily and the rose. So let's just say he's leaning on his wife. So even though she's bigger, but she's obsolete, but he leans on her financially. So he leans on her. They are a team. And so the question that he asks is he's holding on to her. She's the tower. She's the root. She's the money. She's it. And he uses her fame to get where he needs to go. He promotes her like a precious mineral.
That's true.
Here, yes, Jay-Z is about that power, about that money. He wants to give back. He wants to give back, but he wants to give back in a wrong way. You know what I mean? Like, let me give back through, he done rationalize. Let me get back with a casino. I can give people jobs. I can do this, but he's not looking at all the darkness that come with casinos. I don't care where you at. He's not looking at what goes on in the $10,000 rooms in the back rooms.
You're right.
You see, you know, or the alcohol that is given at the tables. Not looking at, he's looking at it, but I could do this, but looking at men there, it's a breeding ground for anything your heart desire if you have the money and you in the right place. And what is a better place to put it than downtown somewhere in New York?
Exactly.
So I'm glad it was rejected. It's enough down there. It's so already oversaturated. Even if you went down and you couldn't even see everything in one day anyway, because it's so much.
Yes.
Again, and I see Jay-Z got a lot. His past is eating him up. And I think a lot of this, he didn't get accepted because of his past, because of his son, because of his businesses, because of other stuff that Jay-Z is in. As I understand it, I didn't do a full thing on it, but they were into the baby market where they have clinics, and allegedly that they have clinics in other parts of the world where women who have problems getting pregnant, their hands are involved in that. And so whoever is dealing with Jay-Z, they're looking at his involvement. His tentacles reach in a lot of places.
It does.
And then in a lot of dark places as well, but as money have it. So this is just power. And even the men that said no, to me, it's like, I don't trust them.
Yep, fair enough.
It's more, I don't trust.
Yep, his reputation.
Okay, so that's what the first thing. So yes, he wants to give, but he wants to give in a way that is selfish. You understand? Yeah, I'm going to give people jobs, but it's only to help your business, which I understand. I definitely see a tall tower in his life. That's Beyonce. He makes nothing without her. So she's very much in on everything. And yet I see it's a lot that they have their hands in, and they had their hands in. And I think it's a mistrust that the person's looking down at their past, and I think his past is preceding him.
Mm-hmm.
What is your first question that he wanted to know?
Was the casino meant to be a legitimate business?
What's the casino meant to be? No. Deception.
I mean, it's for selfish reasons, like you said.
No. Bringing in the weak. Bringing in the emotional, the ones that are not stable, bringing in that emotional people looking to get rich quick with lies and deception. Because who's going to pay for it on an everyday? But the people that live in New York.
That's true.
So you don't care about them. That's just like having a place where do you find drugs and all of that. It's not going to be a saintly place, right?
No.
Yep. And he gets the glory and the credit. But it's deception. What was that question?
Yes. Was the casino meant to be a legitimate business?
Legitimate as legitimate could be. But deception. It's certainly not meant to help the people, but it certainly to grease his pockets. I mean, the man was thinking about shows and how Beyonce can bring in a lot of money.
He had dreams.
He was dreaming grandiose. The double involved. They was dreaming, I had a dream. I had a dream today, baby.
Yes.
They were dreaming. Big dreams. And it just gone. Yes. What was the next question?
Yes. How deep is Beyonce's involvement?
How deep? That's that base. How deep is she? First of all, Beyonce, it shows up as a king. So Beyonce is on edge. Beyonce is in king. Beyonce knows what he want Beyonce to know.
Okay. Fair enough.
I mean, clearly she doesn't have a head for business, but she's not ignorant. But Jay-Z is the money man. He haven't failed her yet in that capacity.
Yep.
But you have to make money and lose money to make money, if that makes sense.
Yes.
It's a win-lose game. It's you make 10 million and lose 50 million. It's like playing what is it? When you're doing money, when you're doing the money and I can't think of it. What is, because we used to do it when you have money.
Oh, Monopoly?
No, real money, money. And they invest your money for you stocks when you're playing stocks.
Gotcha.
You invest, you lose big, you play big, but it's not a game for the weak.
No.
When you play in stock, you want to make money, you got to go big. So this is all about playing stock and business. So is Beyonce in it? Yes, Beyonce is very much in it. A lot of her money, she worked for that money. Yes, Beyonce want to know only what Beyonce need to know. She don't want to get tangled up in it. She want to know where that money is going, but she don't need to know the ins and outs. Okay. She's in enough. They was really expecting that. They was expecting to get this. They was hoping. They was hoping against hope. They were celebrating, but it fell. So no, the question that he wanted to know about Beyonce.
Yes, how deep is her involvement?
She's deep enough. In other words, he's covering her because he's doing all the things, but he tells her what he wants her to know. In other words, I know enough. My money, but I know enough. Mm-hmm. And like, say it gets a little crooked. She might say, I don't need to know none of that. Just keep me out of that. But she know enough. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that, because here I see a king. You can't be a king if you're not passionate and care about what's going on. You see, she's sitting on the edge of her seat. So she's very much aware of what's going on. She's very attentive. Here, you see that she's just celebrating. She's doing the show. She's the worker bee. She's out there doing the emotional part, the working, the showing up, sitting at the tables, doing the smiling. She's doing that. Yeah. All at the same time in the background, she's contemplating. She's thinking about her move. What's she going to do? Is she covered? What happened? So yes, she's very much aware of what's going on. Next question.
Yes, next question. Is this rejection the end or beginning?
That's a good question.
Something bigger.
I'm going to take out, because I got 3, so I'm going to take these out from the top.
Okay.
But I definitely feel a need to go I think here maybe
All right.
1. I'll take one from here. Ooh. 2. Okay. And then I'll take one from the bottom. 3. How about that?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So we got it. And then I got these 3 on top. Okay. So let's see what this has. What's that last question?
Yes. Is this rejection the beginning or the end?
We see a kid, somebody young. So like I said, it's innovative. It's not over. He's ready to think of something else or come in another way. But the tower shows up again as a block. And we have strength to keep moving on. So it's like what we have here. We have somebody that's grandiose ideas. It ain't over yet. It's like, I got to think of this. It's like trying not to take it personally. You've been rejected. You're hurt. Your dreams. He was dreaming. This was a celebratory. They thought they had it. Beyonce could just work at the casinos here and there, you know. The drawer, and can you imagine the opening up Beyonce? I mean, and with her new album, and this was a grandiose idea, but because it was rejected and shot down to smithereens, this left him perplexed. But it ain't over. So the question is, his question is, what is it over?
Yes.
No, he's still thinking. Now let's see what the original cost would be. More money, trying to figure out what to invest because it's personal. They told me no. And he had other people there to invest. It just wasn't enough. So he's thinking of another master plan. It's like he's a Sagittarius. That's that creative energy. It's like, I got money. He a businessman. So what do businessmen do? They ready. He's like a big time gambler. He a wheeler and dealer. You know, when you got money like that, you can't just sit on. I would, but you know, but it's about winning and losing and playing, and it's stock. It is what it is. And here it is. It's like he's got to go back to Beyonce, the cash cow, and work out something else and convince her that this will work.
Okay.
You understand? Convince her like he's the mastermind with the red cat going to her. Look, that didn't work, but we could do this.
Yes.
You know, because she's the cash cow. She's the face. She's the center. She is the Carter. Right?
That's true.
What else we got to say? Anything?
Yes. I want to know.
How's the reading going?
Yes,
so far?
the reading's going good. I just have a personal question about Beyonce since we're over here. I want a slight side tangent.
Okay.
Beyonce and her album possibly getting leaked. I want to, yes, I want to know if her assistant getting
that a setup?
Yes, was that a setup?
Was that a setup?
Yes. That's the whole new Panic
Was
in
that a
Beyonce
setup?
camp.
Was that? It seems like it was a setup, if you ask me. Well, what do I know? We're gonna find out. Was that a setup? Was that a setup? Okay. Now a red heart comes out. Let's see. Let's see what's surrounded.
Yes. Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, interesting.
Now I can tell you what I see, but I'm gonna play with you. Go ahead, baby Crone. You had this. Let me show you the cards that came out, and in the order. And if I had to read them, this would be the recent past.
Yes.
This would be the present, and this would be the near future.
Yes.
What would you say? How would you read that, baby Crone?
Well, starting with the recent past with the Queen of Swords, and because the Queen of Swords is facing the Three of Swords,
and it was Beyonce music as well.
Yes, I feel as though as that Queen is showing, beckoning, just not asking for it to happen, but allowing it to happen, so that way maybe she could use this as a way to promote her album.
Mhm.
So distraught, so nervous that her album's going to get pre-released ahead of her time. So when it does come out, we could all rejoice and, just think about how to make and sell this album. And then, well, actually, weirdly enough, at the very end with the lovers, that's that coming together energy of everybody celebratory, and it's in the lovers' favor, or Beyonce's favor, being the lovers in this case.
You finished?
Yes, I'm finished.
I see it as with the king, with this queen. I think here she's beckoning it. So to me, that's something that I think it was a setup for whatever reason. Whatever it was a move, a chess move, a move as and to prolong my album.
Okay.
It could have been to throw it off a little, or to sue to get money. Maybe that was all insured to cash in. Who knows? But we see the lovers, and when I see the lovers again, they were in cahoots with it. I mean, at the end of the day, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't. That was a goofy mistake. So because it was so goofy, I don't believe it. I believe that the card that's above it shows that it was executed. And that was from another read. The card that's below it shows that the plan went bust. It ain't work out the way you planned it to work out, but it's been revealed. Here, this comes out as the heart, as in it hurt me to do it, but we got to do what we got to do for the money. And here we see a little kid, you sending somebody out and make it look like a sloppy job, like it was randomly done, but it was strategically planned. Here, I definitely see here the lovers. They were in cahoots, being strict. Hopefully they don't get caught and busted doing something wicked. I don't know what kind of money they need. I really don't know. But yet, I could definitely see again, when it come down to the lovers, I could see that that when it come down to a lot of things, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, I think that Jay-Z have a lot of say over what Beyonce thinks. I think she trusts him.
Yes, she does.
I think when it comes down to business, in spite of his flaws and in spite of his mishaps, I think that she trusts him with her money.
Yes.
I really do. You know, that's what I see.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That's a good question.
That's a good question. Until it's nothing left, I don't see that. Because I could just see that they both, as long as there's creativity, those blank spaces is just stuff for us to build on. And why have all this money if we're not trying to rule the world?
Yeah.
It's never going to be enough.
No.
We'll see. Well, that's what I have. That. Is there anything you want to ask? How was this reading, you think?
Yep, that was really good.
I hope that I was able to answer your questions. Anything you want to know, let me know. But I definitely feel strongly that this was a setup. To how sloppy, who did it, and why. There'll be reasons we'll never know. However, Beyonce is very much aware of what's going on in the business with her money. Remember, she is the moneymaker. You know, and I think she trusts Jay-Z to a point, but I don't think she's going to go broke. And maybe what they do show on one hand, maybe Beyonce could be hiding and pocketing on another. But she's not. She shows me too that she can be a shrewd businesswoman.
Yes.
That she's not stupid. She's going to look out for her.
Yes.
Hers and hers. So that's what I get. So
yes,
I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed this reading. It's kind of, I'm glad that they said no, but no on one thing is not no. He's still thinking of something else to come back with. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. We so appreciate it. Really, we do. And if you haven't subscribed and become a part of them, tell them about it, Baby Crone.
Yes, subscribe and become a sunflower.
Oh, and before we go, Baby Crone, could you pull up one card and give an outcome?
Oh, okay.
Ain't no need in sitting there being pretty.
Thank you.
I forgot. Let's get an outcome for this this situation?
Mm-hmm.
What is it? What does it look like there? And it's going to look like after the rejection.
All right. After the rejection of the casino, what's the end?
What is their
Outcome.
future look like? The outcome. Yeah.
Okay. Hello. Earth. How fitting. Money. More fitting. And a bear. Oh, very interesting, but protective. Here what bear symbolizes is obstacles and strength. I know strength popped up earlier.
Don't let this get us down.
Yes, that mother bear protective energy. Maybe even a little bit too protective and defensive when it comes to their money, assets, worth, and value. They want to have a Carter legacy that transcends generations.
Yeah. They want to be with the power. They want to be with those names. I forgot their names. They got like 8-10 famous names that rule the world. They want to get their name up there. The Carter's name is a name.
It is a name.
To be feared. So go ahead.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just talking about defending their, more importantly,
Their legacy.
reputation and their legacy.
And yet, and also you have earth and money. So they still creating. It's not over for Jay-Z. He still got more dreams. They said, no, let me go another way. It's not over. It's not over. He may do an album. He might do a show. It's not over. He's trying to get a certain amount of money because he wants something.
Maybe those legal fees is eating up his wallet.
It could be, but I think it's bigger than that. So with that being said, we hope that you enjoyed this reading on Jay-Z. And how was the no? Don't look pretty good. It looked like it just left them stumped.
It did.
So with that being said, please, if you like this kind of stuff, please give us a thumbs up. It really, really means a lot and it helps us. And also it shows us also what you like.
Yes.
And also if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and be a part of the Sunflower and spread love and sun healing all over the earth.
Please.
That's what it's all about.
We need it.
And last, please leave your comments down below. I do read them and I do answer them. So please help us as we continue to bring you tidings.
Yes.
With that being said, we thank you for joining us. We really do. We so appreciate it. And I'm so hungry. And so what I'm going to say is sunflowers.